As you may know, painting models is a very time-consuming hobby, and if you don't have the time, you're never going to get any models painted. So having school, I could hardly paint any models, barely painting a model a night. But once lockdown 2 started back in November, all that changed. I was painting a lot of models. This was good because I was able to post consistently. As good as that sounds, because I'm painting so much more models than I was running out of my crag blue fast. And this is bad because that means I can't paint any ultramarines, and ultramarines are the 40k chapter that I paint. So that got me thinking about other factions that I could start painting, and you might have noticed this on my channel if you keep up to date with everything. I have actually been doing a lot of videos to do with Necrons, and they are progressing a lot, they're growing a lot in numbers. But I don't just want to be painting Necrons, so I had a couple of other ideas. First, I thought about maybe doing a Mantic box set, but there's just so much to choose from in Mantic, so that's out of the picture at the moment. So I thought of two other factions, and they are what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Hi guys, it's our boy here, and the two... Oh, just wanted to point one thing out. Sorry about the laser that's, for some reason, shining at my forehead. Sorry about that. And the two factions that I'm going to be looking at are, drumroll please, Orks and Chaos. So without further ado, I'm just going to get straight on to showing you my Chaos first. Let's get into that. So guys, that was a look at my Chaos. Now what I'm going to be doing is just pointing out a couple of the models from the squad. Won't be going through any of the colours or anything like that. I'll probably be doing that in a separate video. But one thing I will say about the colour scheme and all of that is for the Orks as well, I try to keep an easy and simple colour scheme, and that's what I like to do with all of the models I paint. So that's one thing I just wanted to say about it. So moving on, I'm just going to show a couple of the Chaos individually. We will start with the leader of the squad. Really like the look of this guy with the top knot. I've never had a Space Marine like that, obviously, because this is a Chaos Space Marine. I really like that on the model. And it's got the plasma pistol, it's got the chain axe, and there's just so much detail on these models, just so much more than a normal Space Marine would have, and that I'm used to. Because like I did say, I'm looking for easy ways to paint these guys, and you can see there's so much detail on the model that it's quite hard to actually find a quick way to paint these. But a couple of things I want to say about this squad of Chaos Space Marines is that all of them are different, and I'm not just saying the guns are different. Literally, the helmets are different, the backpacks are different, even the trims on the legs and the shoulder pads are different, which is crazy. Like, as you can see on his shoulder pad, they're both different, and even on this one is different. You can see that behind the backpack, and yep, this one is different as well. So literally they're all unique and individual models. None of them are the same. Even the positions that they're stood in, not all of them are static, because I haven't mentioned this yet, but these are all in mono poses. So basically, if you don't know what that means, they're all stood in a fixed position basically, so you can't put them in the position you want them to be in, which I thought was going to be a little bit annoying because I might want to put them in a position that I want them to be in, but to be honest, I don't really mind. Some of them are in a static position like a normal Space Marine would be in, but then some of them, like the one with a chainsword, that's in a running position, which is really good, so you get a big variety of positions and everything really. And another thing that you don't find on a Space Marine is that a couple of these Chaos Space Marines actually have a scenic base, as you can see on this one, and also on this one with the big auto cannon. He has a scenic base as well. So that was a look at the Chaos. Like I already did mention, I'm not going to be going through any of the colours or anything like that. The one thing I did already mention was that I'm keeping a nice and easy colour scheme for these. So in a future video, I'll probably be going through the colour scheme and everything like that, so you guys can copy it. I don't know. But moving on to the Orks. So just like I did with the Chaos, I'm just going to show you a couple of the Orks individually. We will start with this dude, with the Gretchen on the top. Really like how these guys have turned out because, like I've already said, I've never painted Orks or Chaos before. This is the whole point this video is happening. But I think they've turned out pretty well. If someone asked me the question, which one was easy to paint, Chaos or Orks, I'll definitely have to say Orks. I'm not going to go into detail with it like I've already said loads, but these were definitely easy to paint. It's really funny because I'm only just getting into painting Orks, but Orks were the first faction that I ever knew about when I was younger. I used to play with my dad, probably when I was about 7 or 8, and now I have some Orks for myself. And this guy specifically actually is a lot different to the rest because the head isn't actually a Warhammer 40k Ork head. It's just an Ork head that I found in my dad's bit box. And I think it looks quite good. It's best just to be creative with your models. And that's how you'll get better. And here's another one. Just like the Chaos, these are all pretty much different models from each other. None of them look exactly the same. They're not all colour coordinated. That's what I like a lot about the Orks. They're not like Ultramarines or a different Space Marine chapter. They don't all look the same, even though they are obviously got that distinct green colour, but they do look different to each other. There's not a lot of bad things about these in my opinion, but one thing that I would change is the bases. The bases are just way too small, and hopefully I can get some bigger ones when I next make them. So that's pretty much all I've got to say about these. I don't want to go into too much detail about any of them because all this video is just deciding which faction I could carry on with. Put in the comments which faction you prefer, Chaos or Orks. In my opinion, I've always preferred Orks. So guys, that is the end of the video. Hope you enjoy it. Please put in the comments if you want to see more videos on the Orks and the Chaos, because if you do, I'll be carrying on with these factions, and there's going to be a lot of new videos like that on the channel. So that pretty much wraps the video up. I hope you did enjoy it. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.